Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the show where if you like the taste of shame and humiliation, you're in the right place. That's right, folks. Another episode of Dad's Turn to Talk. I'm your moderator for this evening. My name is Derek. And even if you don't like shame and humiliation, we'd really like it if you like the show. And feel free to do just that. Two places we'd like for you to like and subscribe. The first is with this show and along with at Bob Loves Movies, where you can find this show. He's got some great stuff himself, by the way. He's got a taste for good reviewing.
Thanks.
In addition, we have our own channel. Let's not forget that. Our own Dad's Turn to Talk channel. Head over there. Become a subscriber. Like all the stuff we do over there, too. In addition, don't worry. We'll timestamp the episodes in case you want to jump to a particular topic. But stay for the whole show, why don't you? Shame and humiliation's good fun, right? So, with that, why don't we go ahead and introduce the regular cast of characters. Let's start off with a gentleman who, I don't know about you, but I think he's still got some yardage left in him as a QB. I wouldn't mind signing him up through free agency on my football league. The one and only Bob. Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Want to point out that we got an active chat already tonight, and Dixie's already on fire tonight.
Oh, that's okay, Dixie. Just to let you know, though, 10% of that 250 is mine.
And we got Meister with us tonight, so it's good to have you guys with us tonight. We're looking forward to a lively discussion tonight, hoping to have a good time talking about Necessary Roughness, as well as a few other things that we're going to be talking about. So I've been looking forward to this one. This is a movie that I really do like, so I'm looking forward to it, man.
You're not the only one who loves this movie. I think we're going to have a very fun time, as you mentioned. All right. Our next guest host, I mean, you're going to have to punt, aren't you? Because you're dealing with Josh. Hello, Josh.
Well, first of all, Bob didn't get a chance to play at all. He was always on the bench. So you can't really say he's a top prospect, even though...
How much did you play, Josh?
That's a good point.
He promised us he was playing. He promised
I never promised you I was playing.
And we got all excited, and it didn't happen.
Hold on. I never promised you anything. You guys got your hopes up for nothing.
You were throwing a football on the side.
The coach told me to warm up. It's not my fault that they. The main reason was they decided to use me for the JV the next day. So, and then really when it came down to it, my senior year, I decided not to play. I started working, and it was a good thing I did. Met my ex-wife. Because of that, I got my kids. So
there you go.
It all worked out.
Kind of like Paul Blake. I don't regret my choice. So
there you go. I'm good. I'm a little under the weather this week, but powering through it and ready for a good show.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like you hit those at the wrong time sometimes. Like
nope, he hits it just fine. Don't worry.
No. You see what happens is I hit it based on something you said. Sometimes somebody just jumps in there before the clip actually starts playing because of the delay.
Got it.
I've told you that before, Josh.
Yeah, many times. All right, Derrico. Yeah.
How's your tummy ache, Josh? Are you feeling better?
My tummy ache. My nose and throat.
Right, but you might as well. I mean, just man up and knock that crap off, would you?
I'm glad you brought that up, Meister.
Thank you, Meister.
We're actually going to touch a little bit on that tonight because with talking about Necessary Roughness, we do want to talk a little bit of football tonight, just simply because it is the playoffs, and we love football here. So
yes, we do.
Yes,
which will also be discussed. All right. Well, no time.
Hey, Josh,
he didn't see it. He wasn't paying attention.
At least I saw it before. At least I won $100 on Josh's statement. Wow. All right, Dixie.
Roll that money. All right. Well, no time like the present. Let's get on with the news, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like we're going to talk about two particular topics. Looks like Golden Globes first, Bob.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull this up here real quick. So the reason I kind of want to look at this is the Who Cares Awards. I mean, the Golden Globes Awards were this past weekend, and they kind of give you a good idea as to what the Oscars are probably going to look like. So I do want to go ahead and at least touch on this here. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see it and if it's big enough for you guys.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. So this is from an article over on the Hollywood Reporter. This just kind of goes over the winners list. I just wanted to kind of look at this specifically for the movies. There were some, of course, television awards with the Golden Globes, but since we're kind of looking to see how this will play off or kind of preview the Oscars, I wanted us to go ahead and look at least the movie portions of this. So we've got down for the best motion picture drama. Hamnet actually beat out Frankenstein and Sinners. The other movies on here, I haven't seen these, and that's going to be probably a common theme with this award show, like any award show. I haven't seen a lot of these. But best motion picture, musical, or comedy, the winner was One Battle After Another. Let's see. Best motion picture animated was K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm actually surprised that kind of beat out Zootopia, but I know a lot of people really liked that movie.
That is huge.
My kids were obsessed with that.
Mine
too. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I
shouldn't be.
Kind of was, though, just because of how well Zootopia did at the box office. But K-pop Demon Hunters didn't win that award. Cinematic and box office achievement, that went to Sinners. I'm not sure specifically what that award is for. Best motion picture, non-English, The Secret Agent. Let's see. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama, Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. So again, another winner for that movie, Hamnet. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture drama, Wagner Moreau from The Secret Agent. Beat out Oscar Isaacs from Frankenstein, and Michael B. Jordan from Sinners, and Dwayne Johnson from The Smashing Mouth. Jeremy Allen White was also nominated for that Springsteen movie.
That was the guy from Narcos, wasn't it?
I think so. Don't quote me on that.
I'm pretty sure that was him. He's a good actor.
Yeah, Meister. Yeah, you see a lot going on, or with the Golden Globes. It's very much a teaser for the Oscars.
Yeah,
and beloved, we see you in the chat. It's good to have you with us as well. We're always glad when you're joining us tonight. Yeah, and I'm like you, Dixie. I didn't watch a second of it either, but I do think it's a good preview for the Oscars. So, best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, Rose Byrne. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Beat out Cynthia Erivo and Kate Hudson. I actually heard that Kate Hudson was pretty good in Song Sung Blue. That's a movie I actually do really want to see. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy was Timothy Chalamet from Marty Supreme. I actually heard some pretty good things about that one. I haven't had a chance.
I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about that one. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture was Teyana Taylor, also from One Battle After Another. Let's see. Best performance by a male actor in a supporting role or motion picture. This one I found pretty interesting. Yeah. Stellan Skarsgård won for Sentimental Value, actually beat out Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein. And you also saw both Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro nominated for One Battle After Another. And I point that out because that movie had quite a bit of nominations. So I'm curious to see if both of them do get nominated when we come to the Oscars. Best director for a motion picture, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, beat out Ryan Coogler for Sinners and Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein. Frankenstein actually got skunked at this award show. That's how you know it's BS. Best screenplay for a motion picture, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. Best original score, Ludwig Göransson from Sinners. I do think that one is very much well-deserved. If you guys ever do get to see Sinners, I do think that the soundtrack for that is really good. Let's see. Best original song, Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, now we're into television series. So again, I just wanted to focus on the movies. Did you guys see any of these?
No.
Really?
No. I mean, I was just reminded how much I didn't see. I mean, I saw Frankenstein and
Well, yeah,
Sinners is.
I should have won everything, but
Well, okay.
I'm like you, Meister. I'm probably not going to be watching that either. I mean, I'll be curious. I'll be curious who wins.
We're on a podcast. We got to watch it.
Oh, shut up, Josh. Because you watch it every year, regardless. But I don't watch it any year.
Well,
but I will. I am curious. I am curious to who the winners will be, just because with a lot of these films, there are times that I'm scratching my head how certain films can win these awards over others. But anyway, go ahead, Derek.
Well, first of all, I just have to get this out of the way. I love the red carpet. Can't get enough of it. So
great angle, Derek. Nice job.
What?
Great angle you're at.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Hi.
Well, you said he had technical difficulties, Josh.
Yeah, it took him 45 minutes. He had no excuse. He should have started at 5:30 his time. He has no excuse.
Josh, really, when you decide to get your tampon out, you let me know, okay? Anyway, let's talk about the rest of this, which has to do with the fact that, I saw none of these except for Frankenstein. I got to still see Sinners. That's on Peacock, I know. And I've heard nothing but good things about that from you, Bob, and other people.
Yeah, I think Sinners is pretty good. I really liked that one.
Other than that, what was that? One Battle After Another? No idea. I got nothing.
Yeah, that was that Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I was actually very interested to see it, but just for perspective, I just want to show this here real quick. Over on Critic List, One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember.
That's sitting at a 43%.
Yikes.
Well, yeah.
And yet that thing is like highly critically acclaimed.
Not doing well here.
Yeah, so that's just kind of what I see from these. We tend to see all these movies nominated that just nobody really cares about with these.
Well, and what's also sad is that like Frankenstein got totally skunked.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I mean, that one I don't get.
Yeah, that's actually shot like nothing.
Maybe the Benicio del Toro thing. Didn't he talk about like cinema and
Guillermo del Toro? First of all, Benicio del Toro was somebody different.
Did I say Benicio del?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. But anyway,
Blaine's never going to live that one down when it comes to Jaws.
No, Blaine, what he did, no way.
That's what I heard about One Battle After Another, Dixie, that there were a lot of boxes checked for that movie, and that was a big focus.
But I mean, it wasn't like, Frankenstein, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like this was a terrible movie. It got nominated all over the place. It got nothing.
Yeah. That absolutely blows my mind.
Yeah.
Because we talked about that, when that came out, and, we had Lily on for that episode. And I thought that was such a well-made movie.
Really beautiful.
Skunked, that just blows my mind. I mean, that just shows how out of touch a lot of these award shows are, and the people who vote for them, because they'll put stuff in there that nobody cares about, and something that's actually well made, like Frankenstein, gets left out.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Bowel movement after another. So Meister was like,
Jaws hates Blaine. Good to have you with us tonight. Look at Blaine in that picture in Jaws' mouth.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, Jaws hates Blaine. Blaine's never going to live that one down.
Well, okay, so I have to look at his reviews and wonder which movies he does like, because he shot down both Jaws and Airplane.
Yeah, he doesn't like anything.
Yeah, he didn't like.
So,
no, you
so
know
what does he like?
Remember, what did he say? He said that when he gave a positive review on Tron Ares, they were coming after him too. That's one I didn't think that was too bad. I didn't think it was great.
That was an overall different discussion though too, because it was like everybody was saying like it's fine, like it's not that bad, but everybody just kind of decided to hate on it.
Yeah.
But I like I feel like Blaine just like some one random movie like out of nowhere, like guys, I got to tell you, I thought that Fracture starring Anthony Hopkins was fantastic. Like just some random thing that everybody would just not like what, really?
He probably liked the movie Blow with Johnny Depp.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, but Blow's actually a decent movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
horrible.
No, you're the only one that thinks that, Josh.
Good Lord, Josh.
All
no,
right.
no, we love Blaine over here. He's a good
Of
guy.
course.
He's our
Blaine is awesome.
pal over here. So
Yeah,
he's allowed to have a bad take every now and then. So,
Hey, Blaine just doesn't like any movies.
that's not true. Look at
I'm sure he likes plenty of them. But
that reminds me, Josh, we need to get both you and Derek over there on Critic List. Man.
I know. I actually thought about it today.
So
I tried to get my act together.
So, but anyway, those are the Golden Globes list, winners list for the films, and that kind of gives us a good idea as to what to expect for the Oscars. Also, just to touch base, The Pit and The Studio and Adolescence, you see it there in the headline. They did really well in the TV categories, so those will probably do pretty well at the Emmys.
Well, at least you were talking about The Pit and how great of a show that is. So they didn't get it all wrong, I guess.
Possibly.
Talk about how Nikki Glaser did as host for the second year in a row. I
didn't watch it, so I wouldn't know how she did.
Oh, she was funny. She went after Leonardo DiCaprio quite a bit, and that he loves 30-year-old women. It was pretty funny.
That's actually older than I thought.
Yeah, I was about to say you could do worse at his age.
Yeah,
I like him right in the 30s.
Sean Penn Leatherface said he's an 80-year-old leather, could be an 80-year-old leather purse or something like that. It was pretty funny.
Here's the thing about Leonardo DiCaprio. I've seen him in some stuff that I think is actual gold.
Yeah.
And I've also seen him in some stuff where I'm like, eesh.
Yeah.
That was rough.
He's got a few here and there that are rough, but he's got some, I'm like you. I thought The Departed, I thought Blood Diamond were both extremely good. I liked The Revenant. I thought Shutter Island was good. Inception is fantastic.
There was that one. Yep. Django Unchained. Thank you very much.
Oh yes. So a lot of he's got a lot of good ones.
He's got
a few every now and then that's just
yeah. But okay, well, folks, if you want to get some live coverage from us from the Oscars, you're probably not going to get it, so you're going to have to find it somewhere else. Sorry, unless Josh wants to host it.
Oh God, no.
I would make
can you imagine Josh on the red carpet asking some questions?
Oh, I could make.
So what are we wearing tonight?
What are we wearing? Why is there no yellow Superman shield on the cape?
Oh, you would never.
Yeah, Derek. It'll be me before Derek.
Oh yeah,
I gotta get on that.
We'll find out on that one. All right, I think that about does that on that one because all
right,
yeah. But let's get to something actually worthwhile here.
You're the one that wanted to go over that.
Well, that's because again, it's kind of a slow news day, and the fact that it kind of previews the Oscars. But let's get into some of this casting news for the Batman part two.
Josh is gonna love this. They delayed it again.
No, shut up, Derek.
So Sebastian Stan is supposedly joining the Batman Part 2, and I think it's actually confirmed now. We know that Scarlett Johansson's supposed to be in it. So we've got the MCU coming over to Batman now.
So I know it's funny.
So we actually are seeing that there's a possibility that because we know who Sebastian Stan is playing, that we may know who Scarlett Johansson is playing. So let's just get into this article real quick. This is an article from over on Forbes, and there's Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
She never looks bad, dude.
Yes. Anyway, it was announced this week that Sebastian Stan, Bucky Barnes in the MCU, part of Avengers Doomsday Ensemble, will be joining the cast of the Batman Part 2. And you actually scroll down just a bit. It says that he'll be playing Harvey Dent opposite Robert Pattinson and former Marvel star Scarlett Johansson. The arrival of Dent is interesting given that it seems he will not be the main villain, similar to how Colin Farrell's The Penguin was not the main villain in the Batman Part 2. And the article actually goes into, we don't know if he's going to be pre-Two-Face or he's going to be Two-Face in the film. My guess is we're just going to see him as Harvey Dent. But we actually scroll down and it talks about who Scarlett Johansson might be playing. It says the idea here is that if Johansson is playing the villain who has never been in a movie before, which is what Matt Reeves said the villain would be. That would rule out characters like Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, or Talia al Ghul. The major theory ahead of this Sebastian Stan news has been that Johansson will play Andrea Beaumont from The Mask of Phantasm. Another possibility is that she will be playing Gilda Dent, who goes on to become the serial killer Holiday in The Long Halloween. And we've already seen that parts of The Long Halloween were adapted for the first Batman movie. It's not a straight up adaptation of it, but there is the possibility there. So those are the big rumors, that she could be playing Andrea Beaumont or Gilda Dent. So that's the interesting news here, is that we've got the MCU coming to the Batman. We got Sebastian Stan and Scarlett Johansson.
Well, all right. Let's go around the room. Bob, you were nice enough to read that off for us, so why don't you start? What do you think here?
I think this is cool. First off, I like Scarlett Johansson and I like Sebastian Stan. I think both of them were really cool in the MCU, and to see them come over to the Batman Part 2 playing these specific characters, I think that's pretty cool. Now, I did see a fan cast of Walton Goggins as Harvey Dent, and I think that I would have liked that more than Sebastian Stan. However, Sebastian Stan, I think this would be a perfect role for him to be Harvey Dent. And if in fact Scarlett Johansson is playing the villain, I think I would prefer her to play Andrea Beaumont from the Mask of the Phantasm, because that's a character that we've not seen. I think we did see what's her name, Gilda Dent, in the Long Halloween animated film adaptation, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've seen it.
She was in Mask of Phantasm. We've seen her too, though. In terms of
was she in that one? It's been forever since I've seen the Mask of the Phantasm.
So it's been a long one.
No. I'm saying that who you mentioned, what's her name? You said that because you said Gilda Dent does animated talk.
No. I meant, but what I was pointing out is that because we saw her there, that's probably a little more recent than for the Mask of Phantasm. So if we're gonna see her as one of the two characters, I think I would prefer that one because it's been longer since we've seen that character. But yeah, that's just kind of my own personal preference. But I'm excited to have both of them back, or both of them in this film. I'm really looking forward to this, especially after the Penguin. I think the Penguin made me really enjoy the Batman much more. I went and watched the Batman after seeing the Penguin, and I enjoyed it so much more then. And I enjoyed it when I first saw it in the theaters, but so much more after the Penguin. So let's see where this one goes. I'm looking forward to this.
Very good. All right, Josh, let's hear it.
I am excited about this. I don't think we're getting Two-Face, because if you look at the timeline, we have a young Bruce Wayne and Batman, and they become friends, right, in the comics? So I think we're going to get that.
Friends is a bit of a stretch.
I thought they were friends, weren't they?
Well, they get along very well. That's true. I don't know if they were ever good buddies.
Heath is the best Joker ever.
I agree with that. Heath was the best Joker ever. And that reminds me, they are saying that, what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Barry Keoghan, I think is how you pronounce the last name.
It's going to be the Joker again.
Yeah, he'll probably be friends. Meister, that's my understanding, is that they were friends in the animated series.
That is
not
true.
So much really in the comic.
I thought in the comics too that they were friends.
I don't remember them being friends in the comics. I could be wrong on that. I think that came more from the animated series.
Okay.
Which is also great. No one's dismissing that.
Right. No, it was good. I think this is great casting. I really think it's going to be good. I'm curious where Penguin season 1 falls into all of this.
Well, it falls in between the two films.
No. But what are they going to do? Like, how big of a part is Penguin going to have in this?
Okay, here's my theory when it comes to Penguin. I think Penguin is going to be similar to how he was in the first film. I don't think he's going to be the main villain until the last film. I'm expecting them to make a third one, and I think that's where he'll be the main villain.
That'll come out in 2050, so who knows?
Well, that's fine. We can do Batman Beyond then.
Yeah, well, then we can also do a couple more seasons of the Penguin, which none of us would object to, by the way.
Yeah, give me more Penguin. I thought that was great.
Yep.
That was very good. So yeah, I'm excited. I think they started film principal photography on January 1st. So we should be getting some.
I know they started production already. I don't know if they actually started principal photography yet, but I do know they started production. I could be wrong because I know they said that principal photography was going to start in the early part of this year, but I thought it wasn't supposed to start till March or April.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I know production started. So
this is set for October 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that could make sense because, like what Bob said.
Amen to that.
That's why.
Yeah, right on. Good call, beloved.
And a really good girl villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Batman's got him. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's got such a good rogues gallery.
Who else is there? I'm trying to remember who else there is besides, that we haven't seen.
A lot.
Haven't seen is tough.
Yeah.
In terms of females.
I don't think we've seen. Okay, so I don't know if we've seen a really good Poison Ivy yet.
No, we have not.
No, we have not.
Sorry, Uma. But that could be fun.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking Scarlett Johansson would make a great Poison Ivy.
I agree with you.
With that red hair, whew, yeah.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, the one that I hope makes an appearance in the film, it won't be in this one, but I hope at least in the films, is to see Sophia Falcone, because like I said, I do expect a third.
Yeah, she's on,
and hopefully she'll show up there.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Because she was great in The Penguin. Perfect.
If she was in a second season, she'd kill that too.
Yeah.
I know this isn't a female, but Bob, haven't you been waiting for Hugo Strange to be in a Batman film for a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I would love to see. I'd love to see Victor Zsasz. I know we saw him in Batman Begins very briefly, and we saw him in the Gotham TV show.
Yes,
but I'd love to see him on film, done properly.
That'd be good.
Very good.
All right, Derek, what do you think?
Both good choices. I think excellent selection. It is funny though. You're right, Bob. It's like we're trading actors between comic book worlds now. All right, I'll give you Sebastian Stan and Scarlett Johansson. If you hand over, I don't know, give me Christian Bale and maybe Aaron Eckhart when you have a shot. But these are both two great choices, and I think Sebastian Stan, even if we don't get Two-Face out of him, I think he's going to make a great Harvey Dent.
Yes,
I think he can pull that off very, very well. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I would love a second season of The Penguin for him to be the attorney.
Yeah.
During that, I think would be a lot of fun. But that's probably what they're using the Batman 2 for. Scarlett Johansson, who knows? But you're not going to hear me say a bad word about it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Just lovely. Just lovely. All right. But yeah, you know what? Great choices. And I'm glad even if this is going to get delayed, at least we're getting good news as a result. So I got no problem waiting if you are going to make it worth my while, which with these two selections sounds like you're making good strides.
I always thought Oscar Isaac could play Harvey Dent.
He would have been a good choice.
He would have been a good choice.
He
plays a better Victor Frankenstein.
Yes. Sure.
He got robbed at the Golden Globes.
He sure did.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, so did Jacob. Jacob Elordi got robbed too.
I don't get it.
That's a shame. I thought he could have easily gotten one. But all right. Well, that's the news. Sounds like we're clear here, folks, unless you guys got anything else.
No, I think that's about it.
In that case, why don't we get on with the next, shall we?
Let's do it.
Honey, did you put hubcaps on the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Oh man, we are back with Leave It to the Men. Folks, you know this topic that we've been rotating around. We're going to present an idea that you may have. Where are you guys? No, they're not here.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, for this one, you know this topic, folks, and it's one that we've been rotating around. It's going to be an idea that's either real good and real awesome or real stupid or a combination of both. So, Bob, hit us with it.
Oh, God.
All right. We all know what the American pastime is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What is it?
Baseball.
Baseball.
That's
yeah.
right. That is the American pastime, even though it really should be football. But the American pastime is baseball. And what better way to make baseball even better than by leaving it to the men and coming up with something better, and that is glow-in-the-dark baseball. Here we go.
Oh, man.
It reminds me, Josh, of when we used to go do that glow-in-the-dark bowling.
Yes. And I got to say something when this is done.
That's awesome.
Funny.
All right.
Okay, you got to sign me up. I'm absolutely down, 100%.
So this is funny, gentlemen. When I was substitute teaching last year, they had us go it was for a science class, and they had a magazine, and it was about this, that they had decided to do this glow-in-the-dark baseball. And I asked the kids, what do you think? Is this something? And they were not really that interested in it. Believe it or not.
Then they're not smart children.
No, but look at this here. So I like how you got the base all kind of lit up there, and
Right. No, that's cool.
and then look at this.
This is what makes
Right
it
here.
right here. That does it. Right. That
Yeah.
whole dust. That's great.
Glow in the dark baseball.
Cosmic baseball.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
Cosmic Baseball. That's it right there. And apparently it was created by the owner of this team here. I forget the name of them, the Chili Peppers or something like that.
Yeah, this was
And
it.
so they created this league, Glow in the Dark Baseball. And yeah, it's 5 weeks until spring training.
Yeah, I thank you
Oh,
for
nice.
mentioning that, Dixie. We're excited about that. But unfortunately, if I want to get there, it would be great if we could do a Dad's Turn to Talk from Arizona for spring training.
That would
That'd
be
be cool.
cool.
I'm just throwing that out.
So you said, Derek, that you'd sign you up for that one, Josh. Would you do that?
instantly. Yes.
I would, but it's just, I think it'd be fun. It would be fun. But it's funny when you showed the dust and everything. I remember asking the kids, like, what do you think about that? And they're like, oh, what are they using the material? Like, what is the glow, And, but I would do it.
It's called lights.
Are you worried about it being sanitary or not?
No, not me. The kids were.
I don't care about what the kids say. Are you going to do it?
Yeah. Are you really?
All right, there we go.
There we are.
I used to play home run derby. Were you there,
See,
Bob?
I'm down for that. Anytime. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that looks like
Especially
a ball.
like I said, Josh, we used to go do that glow in the dark bowling.
I
We
know.
bowl for hours with that.
I know it was a blast.
That was
But did
awesome.
you go with us to do home run derby? Were you there when we used to do
I
home
don't
run
think I
derby?
did home run derby with you guys. I've done it with a few others, but not with you guys.
Derek, are you a baseball guy? Mr. Muxley AI? Yes, I am.
He might be.
Yeah, we're still wondering ourselves. He's got a
You know
data
what?
center
I'm trying
somewhere.
to clone myself. Imagine two of me to annoy
Oh God,
you.
I'd really rather not.
No.
Stop. Can
No.
you guys take a breath when you reject that? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd really rather not.
No.
Okay.
Two Joshes would be fantastic.
Two Joshes
Oh,
would be
God.
this world's nightmare.
That's right.
All
right.
There we are. All right. Why don't we move on to the topic that we're all interested in talking about? Let's get to football. How about it?
Turns out, I don't know why Derek's head is lopsided.
Can we go back?
It looked like I was drunk.
He's like,
in the booth. Yeah.
Go back to it, Bob.
oh yeah, here, hold on, real quick. Don't ever say, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Don't ever say that I always pick bad pictures of you or anything like that, because that's actually a cool picture of you right there.
That was good, and that was a good picture of you. I don't know what happened with Derek.
Yeah.
Derek's
I
a
looked-
bubble.
I look drunk. Hi there, welcome Jacksonville, wherever we are.
That's ta-ta-ta.
Well, you know what's funny, Derek, is I think that's that picture where you're holding the wine glass. You know?
I think that is it.
Ah.
All right. Well, this weekend was bonkers, gentlemen, in the terms of the game
Yes.
of football. And folks, normally we don't take this kind of a detour into sports talk these days, but we thought, you know what? It's that time of the season. It's that time of the year. And we have another topic we'll be talking about later on where it's going to relate right up to it.
Yes.
So let's talk about initial thoughts about the games, what we were surprised by, what we liked, what we thought was perhaps garbage, all those things. Josh, let's start with you this time.
Good Lord. Well, like I told both of you, no team gets blown out in the NFL anymore. You could be up by 25 points. And
what happened last night?
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, that?
That Pittsburgh game.
No team gets blown out in the NFL except for the Pittsburgh.
I'm just saying it's that. Okay. So first of all, I got to start out with this. And I told Bob this earlier today, Derek. Good Lord, your Niners, that job that Shanahan has done with that team, with the amount of injuries they have, and every year they are competitive. I told Bob they're going to be in the Super Bowl. I think they're going to. I think they can get to the Super Bowl.
That's not what he said, Derek.
Yes, I did.
No, he said he hopes they make it. So
I said I think they. And you know what? Bringing Salah back to coach the defense has really helped them.
That ain't gonna last much longer either. He's getting a head coach.
He's probably heading back out. The Bears. Wow, that comeback from the Bears to take out Green Bay was amazing.
Agree with that, Meister. I agree with that right there.
3 out of the 4.
That was a very impressive division this year.
Yeah, the Rams. They had and I got to tell you, Carolina looked tough. Carolina played a great defense, and it was a close game. They really
was it that LA looked like they were struggling?
No, I don't think so. I think I think Carolina had gotten better. Now, naysayers will say now Carolina's lost 3 straight, so are they on a downward slide? But I don't think so. I think their defense was great, and I think they just played a Rams team was a little bit better. I don't think the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. I'd like to see them in there, but I don't think they will. Let's see, the New England game. That
was the most boring one all weekend.
Yeah, it really. I figured New England Chargers are just struggled. They just fired their offensive coordinator today. The Jacksonville and Buffalo game, I didn't get to watch all of it.
Good game.
But like we said, Buffalo. I mean, Jacksonville. Interesting story. What I told Bob today about Jacksonville. Their last 3 coaches that they've hired have made the playoffs in their first season. So we'll see next year what Jacksonville does. They have the team.
A lot of people. I love it when the analysts pull out stats like that. A stat like that actually matters.
No. I came up with that one, actually.
I mean, no, it's an interesting stat.
I came up with that one.
But you came up with it?
I came up with it because I went back. Because what happened was when I was like,
I rest my case.
I remember when Doug Peterson took over for Urban Meyer, and they came in and they made the playoffs. And then I looked up and they said when Doug Marrone took over, they made the playoffs in the first season. So it's like they're inheriting that team from before and just adding a couple of things. And then the next year, all of a sudden, these coaches and the teams drop off. And you even said, Bob, I'm betting against.
I'll tell you, Dixie, that is a safe bet because he likes the Dolphins. So whoever you take to play the Dolphins, that's a good bet.
And then let's see what other games. Yeah, Pittsburgh and Houston. My God, Houston's defense was amazing. Imagine if we get Houston versus San Francisco in the Super Bowl.
Let's wait for that.
Like that could be insane. That could be that defense. D'Amico Ryans has done a great job. God. Funny.
No.
Yep.
What else? So and then I think Buffalo, I'll say this, Allen without, Mahomes in there, without Burrow, we'll see what he does. We'll see if he can get to the Super Bowl.
I don't know why you keep going back to that. Everybody seems to want to go back to that. And I'm gonna say how that's an erroneous thing to say here in a moment.
Okay. If we let you talk, we'll see. Let me see. Who else?
Shut up, indeed.
Both of you shut up. Anyway, I think that's it. Wait a minute, am I picking a Super Bowl winner or not yet?
Why don't we get to the recap first?
We'll talk about Super Bowl winner when we actually get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
I had the Lions.
All right, just real quick. The surprises for me were the 49ers for one. Not because I didn't think they weren't good enough to win. It's because I just really thought the Eagles were going to take it at home. But the Eagles have just been so inconsistent. But the 49ers, to me, have been so impressive. And Josh already brought this up. With all of those injuries, the fact that they're still able to win, that's impressive. And, yeah, there we go. I agree with you, Walter. It is very disingenuous, and glad to have you in the chat, Walter.
Yeah.
And let me get to that, because that's my next surprise. The Bills, I don't care what everybody says. Well, they got no excuses. There's no Mahomes. There's no Burrow. There's no Lamar Jackson. It's a straight shot for Josh Allen to go all the way. They have a roster that is not built to win the Super Bowl, yet they find a way to keep winning. Why? Because of Josh Allen. Right. Also, they are having to do this on the road. They're having to go to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville had the #1 rushing defense over the last 8 weeks. Then you factor then you take in that they have to go to Denver right now, which has an incredibly good defense as well. Then if they win, they have to go to New England or to Houston, and neither one of those are ideal situations. So if the Bills can get there, to me, that is the most impressive thing. If they can get there, to do it on the road. Road. Same thing with the Niners. If they can get there, because they're going to have to do this all on the road too. And with all the injuries they've had, if they can get there, to me, that is so impressive. Like, there you go. They lost. Man. Who was it? They lost Shavers, Gabe Davis, and who was the other one they lost?
Was it Coleman?
I don't know if it was Coleman. I like that.
No, that is true.
It still runs.
I think that is impressive if those two teams can make it. Just the fact that they got through the first week, I thought was really cool. And I'd love to see both of them get there. Also, it was Palmer. Yeah, that's right. He went on IR before the game. So also you touched on this, Josh, that defense for Houston. Yeah. I mentioned to you before the playoffs started, I thought that was the best defense in football. And they just went out and humiliated the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Real bad.
Don't think that game against New England is an easy win for New England, or I shouldn't say easy, that's a sure win. Houston can win that game because of that
they
defense. We've talked about this before, Josh. Offense wins games, defense wins championships.
I do think Stroud needs to play a better game against
I agree. I agree with you. Stroud needs to play a little bit better, but he's playing good enough to win. And when you have a defense, that's all you need. Nobody remember when the Ravens won their Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer. Nobody turned around and said Trent Dilfer needs to play better. He just needed to manage the game because they had a defense to win it for them. And I think that's what Houston is right now. They just need to manage the game, do enough to score, and they have a few good players to do so. And that defense will carry them the rest of the way.
Real quick,
those were my surprises. What?
Did the Niners make the playoffs last year, Derek?
No,
they didn't make it last year. So
no.
Okay. So those are my surprises, that the Niners and Buffalo were able to get past those tough games, and they're going to have to do it again. I really hope both of those get there, because what they both are going to have to overcome to get there, I think those are just great stories. Yeah, and Dixie, there you go. So Dixie saying a repeat of the Bears in New England. I do want to point that out real quick. I thought the Packers were going to beat the Bears. I do think that was a really good win for the Bears. They never quit, and they just kept pushing and fought their way back. I also think Green Bay took their foot off the gas, but you know what? That's you can't do that in the playoffs.
Nope.
The Bears stayed aggressive the whole way through, and that was an impressive win as well. So
no excuses.
And who are the Bears playing?
L.A.
Yeah,
that's right, in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's what I thought. Those were my surprises.
All right, Derek.
All right. So just a little bit of a rundown here. So New England won, and that was a really big letdown of a Sunday night game. Just like that's what we're getting. Like, we've had such great action, now we get that. I mean, okay, yay, Drake May. Go ahead. yesterday almost kind of. Oh, here we go. Do you think Tomlin quit on his own accord? I think Tomlin quit on his own accord in order to not be fired.
I think I think it was, hey, we're going to fire you if you don't quit on your own. Mm-hmm. And so he went ahead and did that. I think, though, it was already told to him that was going to happen if they lost. So
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
I think he got burned out, too. I think he was burned out. And I think it's very similar to, I heard today, like with the Sean Payton situation when he left New Orleans and did TV for a year. I think I don't know if they were going to fire him. I don't know, because I think he was burnt out by everything. And by the way, looking at his playoff record, Derek, I haven't even talked to you about it. Even though he got them to the playoffs, they have not done anything.
No, they've done. That's what happens. They get in the playoffs and that's it. There's nothing.
They haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
Correct. And so when you factor all that into this, when I heard that he was resigning, I'm like, yeah, that adds up. It's probably about right.
Yeah, I think it does. Someone said now he'll go to Baltimore.
I seem grumpy tonight. I'm sorry.
No, it's just the camera angle right there.
Oh yeah, that's probably fair. All right.
They're not getting your good side tonight.
No, it's not at all. So this is the best you're gonna get. Sorry, guys. I'll get my good angles next week. So
do you have any good angles?
I don't know. I guess we'll try to find out because this is not one of them. So I think that it didn't surprise me the Pittsburgh loss, but it did surprise me how much Houston battered them.
Yeah.
And now after watching that, Drake May, you better get ready because that seems like a team that's coming for your head.
Yeah.
And if his offensive line can't hold up, then they're in a world of trouble. I don't think this is a lock at all for New England. Not by a stretch. I think this is going to be real tough.
Hold on, Erico. Walter said, my question is, as a legendary of a franchise the Steelers is, how attractive of a spot is it really? That team needs to go through a rebuild in the division with Lamar and Burrow. I think it's still an attractive spot for someone. And whoever they're going to take, their pattern seems to be they take someone who you don't expect and build that coach up. And I just read an article on that today where they said when they took Bill Cowher, who was coaching for the Chiefs at the time as their coordinator, everyone was shocked that they had hired him. And then when they hired Tomlin, they were shocked with that because they wanted Russ Grimm to take over. So, but I still think it's an attractive job. You just I
don't think it's as attractive, though, as some of the other jobs.
No, me neither.
I think the Falcons are more attractive. I think the Ravens are more attractive.
You think so?
That could be interesting.
No, I think the Steelers are more attractive than the Ravens.
No way. You still got Lamar Jackson there.
Who's so up and down. I don't know.
You never know. There may be a position with the Eagles opening soon.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. They just won a Super Bowl.
Now that won't happen this year, but they're so finicky in Philadelphia. Yeah,
they just fired their coordinator after 1 year.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
After that,
crazy.
Go
ahead, Derek.
Well, if anybody, I think would be a good replacement on the Eagles, though. That one should go to John Harbaugh. I think he'd do very well there.
He's going to my Dolphins.
What?
He's going to go to my Dolphins.
No, he's not.
I think he is.
No. And if he does, it's not going to help anything. All right, anyway.
Shut up, Derek.
He knows a nightmare when he sees it. All right. So
I think Nick Saban should go to the Dolphins.
Okay, you for life, Bob. I can't believe really you're gonna go there. The guy I hate more than anyone. I'm not going to Alabama. Yeah.
All right. Let me. Okay. Again, Josh, it's called money. It'll make people do funny things.
Shut up with money.
No, I'm not going to shut up with money.
You want to fight?
Somebody give you $84 million, you'd do it too.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. Shut it. All right, let's move on to the Panthers and the Rams. Man, the Rams looked like the team that was to be beaten earlier this season, and they have slumped. And I know they won, and okay, I mean that's all well and good. And I think Stafford's a good QB, man. I mean he's solid, but this does not seem like the team that once was. It seems like it no longer is. So you're telling me now you got to go to Chicago in cold weather?
Yes.
You got to take on Caleb Williams and this team who's amped up right now,
Yep.
real fired up? We'll see. I mean, look, the Rams are a hell of a defense, so maybe that's what's going to be the tell of the tale in terms of going up against Caleb. But again, it gets back to Bob's favorite word, consistency.
Oh.
And they have not shown that over the past couple weeks here. They're playing their worst ball. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure who to really go with on that one right now. And I think the Rams are favored, if I'm not mistaken right now.
They should be favored.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Green Bay Chicago game. Was awesome. God, that was great. So much fun. That's playoff football. You have to love it. I hate the Packers so much. Really do. So the fact that the Bears did hang on like they did and they never gave up, and the Packers were just like, okay, we're going to stop playing football here. What quarter is it? Third? Yeah, we're good. We don't have to play anymore. And the Bears just picked up on it and figured it out and got to the W. Great stuff there. Oh gosh, what was the other game? I'm trying to think. What was the AFC? Was
Didn't
the
you
AFC?
want Green Bay to win? Because you said who the Niners will. Who would the Niners have faced? They would have faced.
If
the Packers had beaten the Bears, the Niners would have faced the Rams.
No, the Niners would have then faced the Bears if that had happened.
No. The Bears. If the Packers.
If the Packers had won, the Packers would have gone to Seattle, and the Niners would have gone to play the Bears.
Yeah.
No, the Rams.
No, that would have probably been the Rams, Bob, because Packers were playing the Bears. Packers with a 7 seed. They would have played Seattle.
The Packers would have played Seattle.
Right. Yeah.
And then the Bears would have lost.
Then the Niners would have gone to LA probably.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened.
Which they probably would have.
But the Bears are the number 2 seed.
He's saying if the Bears lost.
Oh, if the Bears had lost. Okay, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Forgive me. I'm going stupid over here.
I said it 5 times, and you're like, no, the Bears.
This will really mess with your head if you play like every scenario in it.
Rodgers did got final score. Got 13.
From that SNL skit, man.
Yep.
Where you got Chris Farley, where they're like God versus Ditka, and he's like God, but it's close.
Very true.
So, the last game, the AFC championship, the AFC game. Folks, Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Okay, and that showed. He walked right into Jacksonville, which is they turned out to be no joke themselves this season. And Josh Allen walked right in and beat him. Yeah. Walked right in their house and beat him. That's Josh Allen. How do you feel about Josh Allen, Josh?
No comment.
Especially when he puts up 50 points for Derek's fantasy team.
Yeah.
55 points.
No, I think he's helped save that franchise and really help them out. And I think we'll see if he can get them over the hump.
Over the hump is
some negative Nancy. Again, those are impossible odds. I don't care who the quarterback is. If he gets them over the hump this year, that to me, that's great. I'd love to see that happen.
Yeah. And then on to the Niners.
I mean, what a lucky man. He's married to Haley Steinfeld. They're having a baby. If he goes to the Super Bowl and wins it all, you're talking about, man, what a lucky guy.
Where do babies come from? Oh, Josh had a good night then. Not that Josh.
Oh, God. Josh isn't why we haven't gotten over the hump.
Yeah, exactly, Walter. Yeah. He's not the problem. Not at all. And everybody keeps wanting to put it on him saying, oh, well, he hasn't gotten over Mahomes. He hasn't gotten over Burrow. Well, Josh isn't playing defense.
Yeah. He all of a sudden became a defensive lineman?
No, the reason why
last year.
If Josh Allen was going out in these playoff games and throwing like 3 or 4 interceptions in all of them, then, okay, I could understand that argument. But they're putting this all on Josh Allen, why he hasn't gotten over the hump. And if you want to be fair and actually pay attention to what's going on, that's not him who's doing that. He constantly puts up these big performances in the playoffs. That's why they called him Playoff Josh in that game, talking about how good he was in the playoffs. That guy got beaten up against Jacksonville. and went in and played like a superstar.
Right, but when Buffalo a couple years ago, they had a great receiving core in Gabe Davis, right? They had what's his name? I just completely blanked out on it. The one in
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, and then they get rid of these guys. Like, why you could have built something so special with them, and they just go and get rid of two of their best receivers.
Well, Josh, it's like I tell you, man. There's sometimes other aspects to it, whether a player's causing trouble or whether there's financial reasons for it. I mean, everybody wants to say, well, you just got rid of this guy. How could you go and get rid of that guy? Yeah, there's sometimes other things that play into that also. There are business decisions that go into it.
Players causing trouble. You guys must be talking about Brandon.
There we go. That's exactly my point right there.
There it is.
There it is, right there. That's defense.
And you got to build defense no matter what happens. We'll see what happens this year.
Blaine would love that one right there.
The mascot should be named Jaws if we're gonna.
There we go.
And by the way, players causing trouble. You guys must be talking about Brandon Ayuk. Anybody hear from him recently? Oh wait,
yeah, there's a perfect example.
Which leads me to, of course, my beloved team winning. I didn't have them winning. I did not, but I am thrilled that they did. Let me tell you something. They, by all accounts, they should have lost. Philly was loaded with all their stars.
Yeah.
But this was a team. Okay, this was a battle of a team that is together, and a team that clearly was not.
Yeah.
That's what this was.
Absolutely.
You could tell that every single person, every single athlete on the Niners was ready to die before they get beat. Like, you will have to show us the stake that you are going to put into our heart, or we're going to call your bluff. And that's exactly what happened. And it just goes to show also about the Eagles. Clearly, there's some internal turmoil. They got
AJ Brown.
Yeah, I think I don't think AJ Brown's lasting around on that team. No. But the fact, look, I'm not sure about a Super Bowl, Josh. That's
for the Niners. Just saying, hey, it might not happen. And, I'm not saying it because I want to see you, it would be great to have your team win and everything. But I'm looking at the fact that I've never seen a team in all the years I've watched football that have that many injuries, and they come in and they just play great. And I think you told me this a long time ago, Derek, the reason with the injuries, they play so hard. They hit you so hard. Like I told Bob today, as much as they joke around about McCaffrey in fantasy football, boy, is that guy good. Like, that guy is just the way he can do things. And if he can stay healthy, I mean, you can. And then Brock Purdy. And then even without Purdy, look what Jones did without Purdy there.
Yep. All right. Well,
I don't know.
You relishing back in the Chicago days doesn't do you any justice either, Dixie.
I don't know, but the defense with Saleh, I've said it the minute you guys got him back, I said it's going to be a better team.
Agreed right there, Walter.
He is.
Yep.
No, nobody else could do. To me, Shanahan stays on that team as long as he wants.
Oh yeah, he's not going anywhere unless there's a team that really forks him over in an even absurdly large amount of money. But Super Bowl, we'll see. That's going to take a long road to hoe it, because that means they have to beat Seattle this Saturday, which that's going to be rough.
It's not going to be easy. It's definitely.
That's why I say if them and the Bills can get there, to me, those are some of the most impressive stories I've seen in football in a long time.
Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't be more thrilled. A heck of a game. I didn't know Jawan Jennings could throw like that until he did.
I heard about that.
So that was great. But yeah, I'm thrilled, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the playoffs here. There should be some great football on this weekend, so go watch, folks. Come on.
Yep.
Have a good time. All right.
All right.
Anything else to say here, guys?
No, I think that's it.
All right. To the next topic.
All right. This is going to be something a little fun here before we get into our main topic here.
All right. So we have a new segment this week since Bobby destroyed Derek and I in fantasy football, and we have decided we were kind of coming up with ideas, and I came up with maybe doing a little trivia towards movies and television shows. Definitely the first one's always a trial and error. So there's a question I have for the guys in the chat can answer. True. I think you would know this one. I thought about it, and it goes towards with one of the topics that we did tonight. So are you gentlemen ready?
That was terrible. Let me introduce this topic properly, and then I'm gonna let you go. We are trying out a new segment here on Dad's Turn to Talk, where Josh is going to take his chance to stump the chumps. Eric and I are the chumps, and Josh is going to try to stump us here. Josh, what do you got for us tonight?
All right. So Josh, you know what?
All right, Josh, what do you got for us tonight?
All right. So remember the campy Batman TV show, right?
Yeah, the 1966 Batman.
West. Yes. Okay. So they casted Cesar Romero as the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
There was one thing they asked of Cesar Romero to do in order to play the Joker, and he refused. What now? Do I need to come up with a list, or just
no? Just ask the question.
So, what is it that Cesar Romero refused to do in consideration to play the Joker? Let's
real quick, Derek. Before we answer this, I'm gonna put this here in the private chat and see if you and I agree on this one.
Okay.
I think Dixie agrees with me here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to say, and Dixie's got this one here too. We're going to say shave his mustache.
Very good.
Yep. That's right.
Very good. That is true.
Josh, good Lord. You see, I was hoping you'd get us on something good because I had a clip all ready for us.
You bunch of losers!
Wait a minute, Bob. You told me
I didn't get to share that with tonight.
Lord, Bob, I've never seen somebody sit there. Make sure it's not too hard, Josh. Then I can.
Well,
You
Josh, I didn't want you to pull some random question out. That was a good question. I like that question.
I have never seen you complain. All you do is complain. Do this.
Not complaining.
It was a great question.
No, it was. It was a good question.
I just
thought you would have given me something a little harder than that.
You told me not to. Oh
no, I didn't say not to. I said don't pick a random question like what cup of coffee did Harrison Ford drink when he was on the set of American Graffiti? That's the type of question that's so random that you don't want to ask that. Because it's got to be something the chat can get. So that was a good question. I like that one. I just thought you would have come up with something a little harder for me.
Oh, but this is two of you. It's not the Bob and Josh going.
But I would have probably known that. So I just thought you would have come up with something a little harder.
Derek, did you know that or no?
Yeah.
Vultures. Bullshit.
Vulture.
Derek didn't know that one. All right. Well, next week.
All right. Good work, Josh.
It's even harder just for you, Bob.
Yeah, come up with something a little harder, but that was a good question because, I think
I'm sure a lot of people don't know that.
No, that was the big thing. Josh can't catch the break. Thank you, beloved. I can't.
No, beloved,
don't being on my side.
Beloved, don't worry. If you stay with us long enough, he's gonna rot in your soul like he has us.
Hey, well, here's the thing, beloved. We've known Josh for years. He's our guy. We love him to death.
Beloved, I get bullied. Can you help me?
What do you want to hug?
That was it? Well, it's
exactly.
It was one question, Dixie. You want 20 questions? I can ask you.
Right.
And they all
you know what? That calls for something fun here.
I want the first thing people see is big stupid face when they walk in the door. Can we do it? You're a genius.
It's actually kind of funny.
That's the new champ. Thank you very much. Show some respect.
Yes. So
kind of funny.
No, but seriously, Josh, that was a good question.
Good question.
That was a good question.
I play trivia 3 days a week. Okay, we're glad you play trivia 3 days a week.
Come up with something tough for Dixie. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it a challenge next week, Josh, for yourself to come up with something good.
Okay, I'll come up.
It's not a random question. It's got to be something that you can get, but not like.
My question was
easy.
not a random question, and some people might not have known that one.
No, I thought that was a good question. I just thought you'd come up with something a little harder for me because because you know what a big Batman fan I am. That's why.
I know.
Oh.
We will.
Right.
Maybe we should come up with each one of you answers a question.
No, we're the chumps.
All right, we're okay. Josh, just do better, be better. All right, we need to move on to the final topic.
Shut up, Eric. You're not helping at all.
All right,
Asshole.
let's talk about something way fun. And this is
Here
going
we
to be
go.
the main course of the evening. Oh,
I
so
love Larry
good.
Miller. I love Larry Miller.
Okay, and Bob, we don't need to make this a question. This is a sports classic. This is Necessary Roughness, folks. Necessary Roughness.
What? What are you talking about?
That's a trivia question.
That's a good trivia question right there.
All right,
Oh, Dixie.
All right, go ahead, Derek.
folks, this is maybe one of the best movies ever made. We've been looking forward to talking about this all week. This is Necessary Roughness. It is football fun personified. If we're talking about great sports movies, generally, and we've talked about these before, gents, but I think this one kind of flew under the radar of, like, for us, like, kind of the first go around, because after watching this again, you were reminded just how much it is easy to love this movie. It is so funny. It is so comical. It is so quotable, Bob, to your point that you mentioned a little bit earlier this week with me. There's nothing to not like about this movie.
No.
It was made in 1992?
91.
91.
Yeah.
91.
Man, oh man. I was, 10 or 11? Oh, God.
I remember the previews for it.
Yeah, I do remember the previews for it. It was great. So with that, let's go around the room here. Bob, kick us off.
All right.
What's not to love
First
here?
off, I want to point out that there were some people over on Criticlist that did want us to get into the Criticlist scores as well as some of their reviews, and because some of them brought up some good points in some of those, and so I actually kind of wanted to touch on some of those. We'll actually look at those reviews towards the end of this, because I do want us to get in those. I know Dixie posted his review, and Meister did as well, so I want to highlight their reviews. But one of the things that were pointed out in the reviews, and this was actually by Bob Rogers, he pointed out about how the movie setup really is not unique. It's this idea of these misfits, coming together. But he also pointed out how the cast is extremely likable, that they're really good together, and that really helps make the movie what it is. It's a very dated movie. I mean, just an example of how dated it is the fact that the school, Texas State, was put on probation. One of the things they got put on probation for was paying players, and that actually happens all the time now. I mean, that's a normal thing in college football.
Yeah.
So that itself is something how it's dated. I believe it was Dixie who also pointed this out, and I pointed this out in my review as well. Let me see if it was Dixie. And again, we'll highlight some of these, but I think Dixie had said, he points out how Texas State wins 3 national championships, and it looks like they're playing in a high school stadium. That goes to show for the budget that the movie has. So I want to point those out. This is a low budget film. This is not going to be a film that's supposed to be like Rudy or movies that came out around the same time, like The Program or some of these others that were meant to be big college or big football movies. This was something that was meant to be a much lower budget, just something that was going to be funny. And you could see that by the cast that this movie has. This movie has a fun cast. You've got a lot of interesting personalities with this movie, and a lot of people that are very recognizable. Hector Elizondo, is in the movie. What's his name? Let me pull it up.
The
Is
one who
it
played-
Robert Longoria?
Yeah, Robert Loggia.
The one who played in
Robert
it.
Loggia. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Who
And
plays
Pauly.
Wally Rigendorf. Of course, you have Scott Bakula, who was very recognizable at the time for Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap.
You have Rob Schneider is in the movie.
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Jason Bateman has a role
I
in
had
it.
to look him up because I'm like, is that Jason Bateman?
Fred Dalton Thompson is in the this movie. So you've got what's his name, Larry Miller. So you've got so many people, and then you've got all these cameos from all these sports stars. And Dixie pointed this out as well, that you've got all these sports stars that show up. And yeah, you're right there, Dixie. A lot of them were TV stars at the time, and so yeah, you have a feel that this is kind of almost a made-for-TV movie. But I think that works for this movie.
Yeah.
I think it is just so quotable. And when you look, if you look at reviews, when people were posting their reviews up on Critic List, a lot of them were posting, sayings from this, because this is a movie that's extremely quotable. Every time you turn around, there's a quote that I think that is pretty memorable from this movie, whether it came from the coach or whether it came from Paul Blake, it came from one of the players.
Kathy Ireland.
What's that?
Kathy Ireland.
Well, she didn't have she didn't have a lot of lines that made her great.
And by the way,
Yeah.
Scott Bakula's or no, I'll ask later. When I'm talking. Go ahead, Bob.
So yeah, you've got a fun cast, I think, with the movie. You got all these cameos by these sports stars, Tony Dorsett, Dick Butkus, all of those
Jim Kelly.
there. So there's also a couple of actors in here that went on to play in the movie The Program.
Yeah.
The one who played what was his name? The one who was like the rodeo star, the big old
he was the cowboy.
Yeah, the cowboy. Him and the one who played Featherstone both went on to play in the program. They were both part of that team. The one who was the cowboy was the one in the program who was smashing the windows with his head, and he's like, first string defense. I'm in first string defense.
He's also in Any Given Sunday, by the way. That guy.
Yes, he was. Yeah, we didn't need to hear that. No.
Thank you.
She's not exactly a good actress. She was there because she was Kathy Ireland. That's why she was there.
Yep.
I mean, and they made sure to highlight that with some of the camera angles, whether it be when she was in the shower or when she's about ready to kick the first field goal, and you see the kind of camera kind of zooming up on her legs and stuff, and you've got Manu kind of looking at her like,
he had the exact same reaction we all would. He passed out.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
But the cast is fun, and what I think makes this movie special, and I think it was Meister who pointed this out. The movie very much highlights second chances. It does so whether it's coming from the coaches, because Ed Gennaro and Wally Rigendorf are getting a second chance. You've got Paul Blake, who's getting a second chance. All these players are getting a second chance at college greatness, because some of them had some background having played football before, whether it was in high school or whatever, but they all stunk, so this was an opportunity for them to actually do something. Because remember, when they announced for them to come and play, they're like, if you can punt, pass, kick, come in for the tryout,
do something.
So all of them had a little something. So it's second opportunities for all of these guys. And I think that that's something that makes the film relatable, because you can relate to this idea of a second chance. I'm somebody in life who finished college much later in life. It wasn't until I figured out what I wanted to do that I went back to school, got my nursing degree. And so I can relate to this idea of going back to college much later in life and finishing that opportunity that you didn't have before. So that's not that you didn't have before, but that you didn't take before. And that's something that I can relate to the character of Paul Blake, is that he wants to have that past glory that he missed out on. He wants to have that feeling of winning again, but it's kind of passed him by. But he gets this opportunity to have that again. And the team stinks through pretty much the whole movie. And that was something that I liked about the movie. This wasn't a movie where they all come together and they go win a championship. No. They won one game.
They won one game.
The one game. And that was it. But that one game felt like a championship to them because it was at that point that they finally came together as a team, that they finally were able to overcome a lot of their flaws and shortcomings, and they were able to pull together and pull off something special and beat the number one team. And I think that is just a story that you can relate to, is that idea of second chances and overcoming the obstacles. So yes, it's silly in the way that it's done. It feels like a made-for-TV movie. Is it a sports movie classic like we would talk about Rudy or something like that? No, that's probably, Derek, why we didn't discuss it, when we were talking about our favorite movies. However, at the same time, I thought it's a sports comedy classic to me because this is a movie that I laugh at every time that I watch. Some of the lines, again, quotable, are hilarious. When Featherstone keeps dropping the ball, you got Ed Gennaro saying, "Keep your eyes on the ball," and you got Wally Regendorf, "While you're at it, keep your hands on the ball." Yes, Dixie, we need to get both Josh and technical issues on critical.
No, technical issues get to join.
Yeah, so hopefully for next week's film, we definitely want to get them on there because we're gonna have a good one. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but again, we'll highlight those reviews in a moment once they're done talking about the movie. But those were my thoughts.
All right, Josh, before you go, I'm going to give everybody a heads up here. I'm on like 4% battery power on this thing. So if I just fizzle out, you can find me on Facebook and
click on your phone. Get on your phone.
I can do it that way too.
Yeah, you do it on your phone. You can just leave your camera off.
All right. Yeah, I may go that route. So whenever this burns out, I'll try to go that route.
I'm going to do your Derek's final thoughts.
You're not doing anything, Josh. You already screwed up your own segment.
Bye-bye.
No, you already screwed up your own segment, and now that's garbage. So I hope you're proud of yourself.
Wow.
All right. Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead.
This movie was so good. By the way, the cameos, the other ones you forgot, Bobo, Jerry Rice.
Yep.
Jim Kelly.
Thank you, Dixie.
Jerry Rice, Jim Kelly. You mentioned Tony Dorsett, Dick.
Yeah, no, there were a ton of them, Jerry, and they're all playing the prisoners. That's a fun scene because the deed's like, "Oh, I organized a live scrimmage with one of the other state institutions," and when they're getting off the bus, Ed Gennaro's like, "Well, the deed assured me that they're real sportsmen."
Oh, God, it's so funny.
Gentlemen, this is your field, so take the ball.
Oh, I mean, the whole movie, it's so good. I love how Hector, he has like indigestion and comes back and he ends up showing up. Like he's got his jacket on and he's like ready to, he's like all excited and everything.
Is it
what's
fatal?
Funny, Josh? Before that, when Wally goes to visit him in the hospital, he's like, "I'm here, Ed. I'm here," and he's like, "I'm not dying. They're just running some tests. They haven't found anything." That's wonderful news.
And then he's like, "I hope you don't mind. I put these flowers I got you on your hospital bill."
Yeah, I charged them to your room.
Like, how much was that guy making?
That's something you would do, Josh.
Yeah,
of course it would.
Yeah, and then he hands up a playbook. "I'll cherish it forever. I'm not bequeathing it to you, Wally."
Yeah. And did you see how big that playbook was? It's like a thick binder. Could you imagine a coach now with that?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have that.
Yeah, not these days.
Good Lord. What else? Seeing Kathy Ireland. Fantastic. Good Lord. The two things that I thought were funny were Scott Bakula's girlfriend. Was the one who played in Parenthood, right?
You're right. She was in Parenthood.
Yes.
She played
that was Rick
She
Moranis.
was Rick Moranis' wife, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Moranis' wife. And I love the fact that she's his teacher and she ends up dating him. And she's like, and she tells Larry Miller, "I can do anything I want in my personal life." Boy,
she's like, "You're consenting adults, so are Bonnie and Clyde."
Yeah, well, no, the best line is when she goes, "Up yours, Phil," and he goes, "She called me Phil."
I love it earlier in the movie where he's like, you're one of our special people here at Texas State. No, really, I mean that. All these offers that you had, and you came back to me. Us. I meant to say us.
Terry Miller's so good.
I saw him at our cleaners one time, and I didn't say anything to him. I was right next to him, and I'm like, darn it. I should have said something to him because he's one of my favorite actors. Jared Kim, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, missed opportunity, man.
I know.
Dude, he had some great lines in that movie, the Larry Miller, where I love it where they ask him, or where Ed Gennaro tells him, for somebody who hates football, you sure you still watch a lot of the sport. And he's like, eternal vigilance is the price of integrity.
What does he say when the guy attacks him at the end? Is he, hi? He says like hi or something.
Oh yeah, he says hi guys, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, no, he's great because the whole movie he's just trying to kick the team out.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just such a thorn in the side. It's so good.
It's like League of Their Own with their owner. You know how they try
kind of.
A little bit. He's funnier though.
But he's funnier, yeah. I love when he comes up in the locker room to tell them that certain people didn't make the grades, and Wally Riggindorf's like, "Gosh, even a rattlesnake gives you a warning."
And Wally was the one who played in Problem Child and Big, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he was in Big. Yes.
Yeah.
And
was he a Problem Child?
Yes, he was the boss.
Okay, it's because it's been forever since I've seen Problem Child, but yeah, he was in Big.
Isn't that right?
He's done a lot of stuff.
Isn't that right, Wally? You can call me Walter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I love how he wears the sport coat when he becomes the head coach, and then he loses his mind. He's like, and I hate the sport coat. I hate this tie.
That thing is working for us.
What's funny is that when he gives the speech, not the halftime speech, but the pregame speech, and Dixie actually highlighted this in his review where he says, Gennaro's last words were, "Win or I'll die."
Yeah. It was just like a Rocky take.
It's so good.
Or I'll die.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I love about this movie? It's such a good movie. It's been so long since I've seen it. Oh, Sinbad. It's time to party.
Andre does not eat red meat because Andre is a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Eat whatever the hell you want, Andre. You see how we're quoting this, folks? Like it just doesn't stop.
That shows that the writing itself was pretty good. Again, this is not something that's a new idea. I mean, there were so many films around this time and still to this day of a team of misfits kind of coming together, but it was a highly quotable film. Yeah,
it was very well done the way they made it. And like the team, like when you look at the team, it's hilarious when you look at what that roster was. Scott Bakula, that's the quarterback. I don't know what position Jason Bateman played, but he had no business being anywhere near a football field.
What did he play?
I don't know.
He was either a wide receiver or a running back.
Yeah, one of the two.
I like the Sarge.
The Sarge.
The Sarge is so funny. What I couldn't believe is when he got into the fight in the bar, he got his butt kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see him get thrown through the window.
Discipline is everything. But everything is not.
Oh yeah, the samurai was cool.
Yeah,
where the samurai
was badass.
And then I love it because then you see the referee's like a roundhouse kick to the quarterback. What was it? A Hanzaguri thrust.
Yeah, Hanzaguri thrust. Oh God, forget it.
Oh my God, it was so funny. Sarge was funny. What was the other one? There was another. Oh God, I'm trying to remember. That was. The Australian guy when Kathy Ireland comes on. We have a Sheila on our team.
A Shayla.
Yes, Mackenzie was his name. I think it's hilarious when he's like, "No pads for me, coach." Yeah. The only ones who wear pads are the referees. Trust me. And then when he gets hit
and he goes, wake him up and put pads on him.
He's like, "No, pads might hurt his game."
Oh my God, such a good movie. It's just fun. God,
yeah.
That's what it is. It's fun. Is it
pure fun?
Again, is this Rudy or anything like that? No, but this is just fun.
Yep.
Oh, that was good.
And I gotta tell you, Josh, are you done? I'm sorry.
I'm done. You go ahead.
There's not much more I'm gonna be able to say about this, other than that's exactly what this movie is. It is fun. It's fun to the hill. It is early 90s magnificence. It's like, and we talk about these things about these movies, especially with being 80s. They're so 80s. This is as early 90s as it gets. This is
yeah.
I'm not going to hit you with this hand. This is my good hand. This is my quarterback.
Exactly. This is my throwing hand.
Yeah, this is a.
But he still punches him with it anyway.
I know.
You know what though? The minute that Flat Top said, "Put a spigot on that fat Buddha," you knew Island Brother was going to get his. At the end of it, and boy did he ever! That's a guy you do draft onto your team. That center's a mastodon of a man.
Yeah. I love that last sequence when they're going into that last play, and he tells him, "Mr. Blake, he will never touch you."
Yep, that's so good. Yeah. And then they high five. Like they were the two really dearest friends.
Those two, and then and Blake was also really close with Andre.
Very true. It was, and that's the other thing too, is that you realize being on a team, you should get friendships like that. It's awesome, and they really play that to the hill.
But they do, yeah. You talk about the friendships. Remember what the teacher tells Paul Blake? She's like, "Look, you built something great with these kids. They would lay down and die for you." And that's the whole point, is that they do come together as a team, because that's got to happen in these types of movies. Yeah. They do need to come together, but they come together in a much different way than what you see in these other sports movies. Because again, in these other ones, they come together and they win a championship. That's not what happens here.
No.
They have to come together to become something different, to function as a team. Were they ever going to win a championship? No, they probably go into the next season and lose a bunch of games too. But the fact that they do come together as a team, and they're willing to support each other and help each other through these second chances that they get, that's what makes them special. And also, it goes back to what Ed Gennaro says earlier in the film, where he says, the last time the Armadillos took the field, they won a national championship, but they lost their self-respect. By the end of the movie, they do get that self-respect back.
Yes, they do.
I thought it was funny they played Kansas. Most of the
time. But you know what? Some of these teams were real. Like the first team, the Southwest Texas Bobcats, that's actually Southwest Texas State.
That's the one now, Texas State, who's in the WAC, right?
Yeah. Well, I think did Southwest Texas become Texas State?
That's what I thought.
It might have been. It might have been, but yeah, I think they were Southwest Texas at that time.
But yeah, seeing just Kansas as one of the lone, Division I teams. So that was good. All right, Derek, anything else?
Watch this movie over and over again.
Here, let's get into the critical scores here real quick.
I just don't want Derek's camera to get.
We can continue if it does. He'll switch to his phone.
I'll join you,
lawyer.
Well, we already discussed that, Josh, and you're like, "Well, I don't want it to happen." Well, we already decided what was going to happen.
I'm trying to be a good friend, Bob. Unlike
Josh,
you.
shut up. So here's Dixie's review. Dixie gave it a 61%. He still gave it a rad score, and I love it here. He quotes out.
Nobody
gave it the coach's last words were "win or I'll die." But I love Dixie's comment here. He says, "I'm in my 50s and still have 4 years of college football eligibility. Maybe I can play too." Now, Dixie didn't like it the way that we did. He does say it's okay, but that there are better football movies. And no, to be fair, there are better football movies out there. Like I said, this is not Rudy or any of those. But for what it was at the time, a lower budget film,
it wasn't supposed to be. Yeah,
exactly. I think it's really good. There's also this review by this good-looking guy. Was it good? He gave it an 80%. So.
That's it? You gave it an 80%?
An 80%. Those excellent. Josh, it's very rough, very rare that I give anything
very rough,
100 or anything like that. Meister, he gave it a 62%, and he talked about how this film focuses a lot on second chances and stuff like that, and that the humor leans towards amenable and understated satire. So I thought he gave a pretty good review here. And then Bob Rogers, I don't think he was going to actually join us tonight, but he was talking with me on Criticless. He's actually in Europe, so he probably wasn't going to be able to catch the live stream. He talked about watching it afterwards. And I love the quote he posts here. "I hope he gets younger as he gets closer." Because that's a great line. Because you see Scott Bakula walking towards him, and he's like, "Wally, did you hire an assistant coach without telling me?" "No, but I got your quarterback. I hope he gets younger as he gets closer." But he talks about how in this film that it had a modest budget, but the writing and the cast are what kept this movie alive. So he got it at a 70%. Rad. There's not a whole lot of reviews on here right now, so you don't see an overall criticless score. You need 10 before you'll see an average score, but that's kind of where you're at. Some of us here in the chat, again, I gave it an 80%. I'd love to know, what would you guys give it?
I'd actually kick this. You give it a 90?
I'd give it a 90. It's so good.
I'd kick this up a little bit to an 85.
That's horrible.
About an 85.
This is, yeah.
So an average between the three of us would be about an 85%.
Yeah. I think this because it's a movie you can always put on and it's always fun. That to me is strong. I love it.
Yeah. And then, like I said, in our chat, Dixie a 61, Meister 62, and again, Bob Rogers, he gave it a 70, and he did tell me he was going to be watching the stream later. So we appreciate you guys giving your thoughts on the movie and letting us know your overall thoughts on it, and then some of the things that you found, whether it be good or bad. So thanks for that. Next week, we are going to be talking about the new film that's coming out on Netflix, The Rip, starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. That releases to Netflix on Friday. So that's going to be our movie for next week. Cool. But thanks for participating in this, and we'd love to see y'all's thoughts when we get to that one as well.
Nice. Are you ready for my final thoughts?
No, you're not doing that. Stop it.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I think we're good on that. Like, folks, go enjoy. It's a good one.
All right, let's move on
to the final.
I just can't do it so good.
Hold on. Can you do that again, Josh?
No.
Okay, that's my final thought for this week. Would you look how much of an idiot you are?
Thank you.
Oh God.
Let's wrap it up there.
Don't ever say I'm rough on you, Josh, because Derek is way worse.
That was it. That was my final thought. It was just insulting Josh. That was it.
Okay,
which I'm sure our chat will be very appreciative of.
It's tough. Dixie, wow.
And he means your final one. He doesn't want to hear any more thoughts.
Wow, Dixie, you are so nice. Good
that's
Lord.
how you know he loves you, man.
And by nice, you're a really old guy. I just gotta say, like really, really old. Good Lord.
He's just
Josh,
you're not that far away from 50, Josh.
I know, man. We're close. We're much closer to that than we used to be. Let's put it that way.
Don't even remind me. All right, go ahead, Derek.
That was it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
A bunch of an idiot, Josh.
Fine. All right.
I did have one, but I think I'm going to save that for next week.
All right, well, we can save that for next week.
Yeah.
Gosh, he's an idiot.
All right. Anything else for tonight?
Derek in his 1975 garage. Look at that. Good Lord.
And you know what? It's never felt so 70s. It's great.
I feel like I'm on the set of Stranger Things. Good Lord.
It's fine. That's an excellent
80s,
show.
man.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
All right.
David Hubbard. All right. Let's do social media. Gents, get it out. Josh, you first.
You can find me all the time on LinkedIn. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Very good. Bob, yourself, sir.
You can find me on Criticlist. You can find me on X. Hopefully soon we'll find the two of you on Criticlist before this next review. I want to see you guys on there.
Yes, Dad.
Also, yes. Also, you can catch me on the Dad's Turn to Talk channel. You can find me on Mondays over on the MSK show. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Dixie. Yeah, this went off the track.
Why are you telling me?
Well, that's how you know we're so professional over here.
Exactly. Yeah. In case you haven't caught on yet.
Yeah, you can find me over on the Dad's Turn to Talk channel. You can find me on the MSK show on Mondays, on the last panel on Fridays, and tomorrow I'm going to be over on Chainsaw Reacts channel for the Council of Creators. I'm supposed to be on there tomorrow, so.
Wait a minute. I thought you were up church. That's why you can't do this.
No, but Josh, I told you, man, if we put it on the schedule, that's been on my schedule for a month. because he asked
what
me.
a liar. Oh, my
Dude,
God.
it's not like it's the first time you've seen me on a show, is it?
Wow.
Is
I
it?
can't believe you.
No, hold on, Josh. Is it the first
No.
time you've seen me on his show? You see, Josh just wants to have the show every Wednesday. And I already told him, no, we can't do it every Wednesday.
Because he lies. He goes, oh, I have to go to church. You're not going to church.
I do. On Wednesdays, I go, but this one was on the schedule. I can't do it every Wednesday, Josh, just like I can't do yours every Wednesday. And I think Derek froze up, so we'll probably go ahead and finish it up.
Derek, what do we think about that? Exactly,
Right.
Derek.
Yeah, so we knew Derek was going to freeze up. Josh, shut up. So we'll go ahead and we'll close it up for the night. We want to thank everyone for joining us in the chat tonight. Again, the movie next week is going to be The Rip over on Netflix. That does release on Friday, starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. So go ahead and check that out, as we will be talking about that. So thanks to everybody. You guys have a great night, and we will see you next week.